There's a lot of new platforms out there, and one that a lot of people will know about in the UK especially is one called Etoro. My main portfolios are not on Etoro, and I want to explain why they're not. I also want to explain to you about my experience of Etoro, and if you are thinking about using it, things you should look out for. Got my iPad here just so I can sort of check out the website and how interestingly how Etoro sort of promotes itself. And what we have here on the Etoro website is why stop at 0% commission. The 0% commission is one of the main reasons Etoro can be really, really interesting. What you'll find when you go on to Hargreaves Lansdown and Fidelity, things like this, every time you're going to buy a stock, they're going to charge you up to maybe £11 per transaction. And if you start buying more stocks, they will lower that price, and that's effectively like your stockbroker charge. They're trying to entice people by saying we have 0% commission, and so far it's working. On top of the 0% commission, they also talk about no limit on trading volume, ability to buy fractional shares, receive notifications on volatility and market events, free access to TipRank's expert stock analysis. And I say free access, nothing's really free here, because essentially if you're using their platform, they're going to be getting some money from you somewhere. And I would say if they're not getting it through the commissions, they could be getting it on the spreads, and the spreads can be that the price of, say, a stock like Amazon could be at a certain number, and they're going to get you to buy it at a fraction different. So, and they will absorb that fractional change. So they're going to get their money from somewhere, trust me. Interestingly here, ability to buy fractional shares. This is a great thing about Etoro. Amazon, for example, which can be about 2,200 or maybe even up to 3,000. If you don't have 3,000, you cannot buy one share. They're going to allow you to buy half a share, 1% of an Amazon share or whatever. So that's pretty handy. It's too easy on Etoro to get too sidetracked into trying to make money quick. And now that's why I'm going to start thinking and looking at the negative aspects. You can just buy something in a second. You don't need to ask permission or anything like that. You can just click a button and you bought it. And actually you can sell it within 10 seconds if you want. This is a very dangerous thing, because investing, everything I've learned about investing is about holding for long term. Another thing about Etoro, which you could think is a good or a bad thing, is leverage. Now, they will allow you to put a 1,000 bet onto a stock, and they will allow you to go a ×2 or a ×5, and that will mean you're effectively leveraging, borrowing money from them, and they're going to charge you for that. So this is another way that Etoro makes money. Now, this is a very risky thing, because if your stock goes down 10%, if you're ×5 on that, it's going to go down 50%. You know, if you go down 20%, you're going to go down 100%, you're going to lose all your money. The stock itself might be fine, it might be healthy, you might have had a bad week, but if that goes down 20% for whatever reason, you are going to be totally wiped out. So if you can use leverage, be very, very careful. Set up a profile and tell people what you're about. Enter into chat rooms and speak to people, but make sure that you know what you're about and speak to the people you think can help you or you can help. What I wouldn't do is get into conversations with people who don't agree with you, because there's going to be a lot of them, and really it's just a waste of time. And I've seen a lot of these discussions getting well out of hand, and sometimes you get in them as well, and you just think, what am I doing? I'm just wasting my time here. It can be interesting to find out about, okay, so say Tesla stock, it dives 10%. You can't see anything in the news. You can just put it into the chat room, ask why people think it went down. Some people might say it's a correction. Some people might say Elon Musk has just smoked some marijuana with Joe Rogan or something like that. What you've got to be really careful of with Etoro is do not put too much of your money into a platform like this, because it is dangerous. If you're a long-term investor, spending £11 on a stock purchase is nothing, and actually that £11 helps as a buffer, because if you sell that stock, it's going to cost you another £11, so it makes you think about it. The problem with Etoro is that it really goes into the emotions. It allows you to wake up one day and get fearful and just sell, and then that stock can rise. And it's the emotions which kills the investment strategy. The investment strategy is there, so emotions don't affect it. The problem, the ease of Etoro really can destroy your strategy. have some fun, try some day trading, try some indices, try some currency trading and all these things. Learn about different scales, learn about the Fibonacci scale, learn about the lines you can draw on the graphs and all these things, and just look on YouTube videos about this technical analysis, because it's all very interesting stuff. And when you start playing with real money, I think you start to learn. But that's what Etoro is for me. It is a tool to exercise and learn. It's not one to be abused. It's not one to put all your capital in. And I really hope that if you do get involved with Etoro, you already have another investment platform somewhere else with your long-term investment strategy. Another thing about leverage is that look at the great investors on Etoro, they're never using leverage. It's not about making 150% in a day, it's about making 30 or 40% every year. Because when you learn about compound interest, you understand that a small percentage year on year is much more effective than a very high percentage that you can make in a day or a week. Because consistency and money over time that compounds is a much more powerful thing. So do not get too carried away with flashing lights, do not get too carried away with the ease of the whole thing, the 0% commission. Understand that it is a bit of a game and that you can learn from it, take from it what you can, only put a fraction of your money in it.